Yeah, that's a vibe. She wanna vibe. That's a vibe. It's a vibe, yeah, late night. Oh, it's a vibe. Let me slide. Oh, it's a vibe, yeah.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So first things first, I'm going to be priming my face with this e.l.f. primer mist. Oh my god. Yeah, almost died there. But we're just gonna try that again. A little further. The spray on this thing is not 100%. It's a little strong, so be careful. Oh my god, my face is like soaked. So my hair was not quite cooperating the way that I wanted to, so I'm just gonna put it up and we'll try to work on it later. Now I'm gonna go in with this e.l.f. blemish control primer all over my face. Now for my brows, I'm going to be using the Benefit Cosmetics Goof Proof Brow Pencil, and I'm going to take the spoolie end and clean up my brows. And then I'll be taking the pencil end to fill them in and just give them a little bit of a darker shade. To conceal, I'm going to be using this Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in number 35 and shade Deep with this concealer brush from Morphe. Top of my brow, I'm gonna take this Maybelline Matte and Poreless Foundation, and this is Spicy Brown in the number 338, and I'm gonna go in with that same concealer brush for above my brow. This is just gonna help everything kind of conceal together when I put my foundation on for like a flawless finish, you know what I'm saying? Set my brows, I'm using this e.l.f. clear brow gel, and I'm just gonna go over my brow with this gel just to keep them in place. I'm also gonna be using this Maybelline Fit Me concealer to prime my eyelids, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get started on my eyeshadow. I'm gonna take this loose airspun powder just to set my eyes, and I'll be using this big fluffy Morphe brush. And I'm just gonna take this right along my crease. For eyeshadow today, I'm gonna be using this palette from Kat Von D's line, and I'm gonna show you all what it looks like on the inside. Very, very pretty, a really nice color palette, and it has a lot of different shimmers, and it has some mattes. I can see myself dipping in this a little bit, you know, it's kind of fancy. So just to start off, I'm gonna take Fran, and I'm gonna use that as my transition shade. Now I'm going to take Analog, which is this rustic orange shade right here, and I'm going to place this just below the yellow. I'm just slightly taking this in a windshield wiper motion back and forth just below the yellow so I can still see it and just give it that gradient effect. And I'm just going to build this up. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut my crease using this LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Pure Beige using this little Wet n Wild brush. For this, I'm going to take a first little swipe over my eyelid. And then I'm just going to look up. Transfers all the way up there. I don't feel like I want it all the way up there. So pause for a moment. I just wanted to share with you guys a learning experience. I did some research on how to create the perfect cut crease, and the tip was to let the concealer transfer when you open your eyelid. Obviously, it's a little high and that technique didn't necessarily work for me, but this just goes to show that makeup techniques aren't necessarily for everybody, and you gotta do what works for you, boo. So I'm gonna fix it and it's gonna be just fine. Just keep watching. Right here, I'm just showing you how I took a little bit more of that orange eyeshadow right over that concealer that transferred a little bit too high. Now I'm going over the concealer one more time just to make sure none of the color is bleeding through. And this time I just went ahead and took the brush right in the depth of my crease. That's the best way I can really explain it. I just tried to find that little line and I went from there. So once I've got the creases cut with the LA Girl Pro Concealer, I'm going to go back in with this smaller, more dense brush with the same orange color just right above the concealer to clean it up and make that line a little bit more precise. Once that concealer is all dry, I'm going to go ahead and set that in the inner corner with this cream shade right here in Lyric. Now that I've got Lyric on the inner corner of my eyelid, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this pink shimmery shade. It's called Love, and I'm gonna put that right in the middle of my eyelid. I'm using this as kind of a transition because I'm gonna go a little bit darker on the outer corner, but let's just see how it turns out. I'm going with the flow, so if you guys like it, give me a big thumbs up. If not, it's okay. Tell me, girl, you look a mess. I know. Now on the outer V, I'm gonna go in with this bronze shade right here, and I'm just gonna pack this on with this flat Morphe brush. Now I'm gonna be applying this NYX matte liquid liner, creating a wing. Feel like something could be going on. I can breathe. Y'all don't know how much that like makes my heart race because you just work so hard on that eyeshadow and you just really want to get that eyeliner to be like popping and on the highest level of fleek. It's a struggle. So I'm gonna do this eye and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that we've got the wings all nice and pretty, I just want to share with you guys my eye has been twitching since yesterday. I don't think you can see it, but I can feel it, and this has just been really difficult for me to do everything because it's just like, but anyways. For mascara, I'm going to be using the Benefit Cosmetics Goof Proof Mascara, and I'm just going to coat my top lashes before I go ahead and apply my falsies. Look at that wing. Thank you, God. I'm applying mascara on the top of my lashes just to get rid of that fallout from the pink eyeshadow. So I did go ahead and apply my lashes off camera, and I'm gonna go ahead and get started on my face, and I'm gonna be using this Maybelline Baby Skin Pore Eraser, and I'm just gonna rub this in right here and pat it. And now for foundation, I'm using the same foundation that I use for above my brows, and I'm going to apply this with my Real Technique sponge. my concealer, I'm gonna go in with this Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Deep. And I'm gonna be placing this right underneath my eyes. As well as the bridge of my nose and the tip of my nose and my Cupid's bow. And again, I'm gonna blend that in with my Real Technique sponge. To set my concealer, I'm going to be using the NYX Set It Don't Fret It finishing powder using my damp sponge. I'm just packing this into my skin, making sure to look up so that I can get in those little small crevices so that I won't have any harsh lines. With this e.l.f. powder brush, I'm going to go ahead and dust that away as well as set the rest of my face where my foundation is. Now to add a little bit more color back into my face and bronze, I'm going to use this NYX matte bronzer in medium, or actually this is deep tan. And I'm taking this right below my cheekbones. And I'm gonna also take this right on my forehead. I'm also gonna take a little bit of that bronzer down my nose. For my highlighter today, I'm gonna be using this Mary Kay Glowing Finish Stick. And this is in the shade Gold Ore. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that in a little bit with my brush. To give a little highlight to my nose and my brow bone, I'm gonna be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Illuminator in Riviera. I'm using this small e.l.f. brush just to give that little button nose and right down the bridge. And I'm also going to take that right here. I'm also going to go ahead and use this to highlight the inner corners of my eyes. Now I'm going to jump back into this Kat Von D palette and I'm going to go in with this orange shade again underneath my eye. So I wanted to try something a little different. I'm going to take this shadow right here with this small concealer brush and I'm going to place it on my lower waterline. Queen Crease is new here on YouTube, so go ahead and be sure to give her some love. I'll put her link down below so you guys can follow her on YouTube as well. She be beat, so shout out to her. Let's see if I can do this as good as she did it without dying. I'd say in order to do this, you have to have a really stable, steady hand, and she was right. If you got sensitive eyes, do not try this at home because this will hurt. It's not that bad. Can you see it? I think it looks cute. Now I'll be setting my face with this Mario Bedescu facial spray. And to give everything a nice even blend, I'm gonna go in with the clean portion of my Real Techniques sponge and just dab that facial spray in. To finish off, I'm using this NYX Suede lip liner and I am just using this to create a nude lip. It's sort of a brown tone, but it gives my lips that nice color so it looks like it's filled in a little bit. And that completes this look, you all. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next one. Much love. Peace.
It's a vibe, get high, digging deep while I'm looking in your eyes.